My name is Ivan Jim. I'm NOMSA General Secretary. In this Congress, my honest view in dealing with the crisis of job losses and the future of the jobs, of quality jobs moving forward, I think that it remains very important for us as metal workers all over the globe to actually solidify our solidarity, our unity, and impose our hegemony now in the crisis in demanding the ban of labor brokers, in demanding the ban of precarious work, and make sure that future revival of the economy will ensure that quality jobs, decent work is the future that we must not fail to secure. And we think that we can do that by now campaigning, making sure that we ban the precarious work and all forms of labor brokers that are actually undermining quality jobs.
I'm Dave Oliver, the National Secretary of the Australian Manufacturing Workers Union. In dealing with the issue of ensuring that permanent jobs that have been lost as part of the global financial crisis are not replaced by precarious employment, it's important that we tackle it on two fronts. On the first front, at the local enterprise level through industrial arrangements, we should be negotiating agreements that have provisions to ensure that redundant workers are given preference for re-employment, and that employers should be committing now to ensure that workers that are being re-employed when we come up on the upside of this downturn will be engaged on a permanent basis. At a more industry basis or national basis, we should be talking to government to ensure that there's an environment or a legislative regime that does promote permanent employment. A lot of companies we deal with receive government assistance, and we should be linking that form of government assistance to a commitment for permanent employment.
Nazywam się Małgorzata Calińska, jestem z Polski, reprezentuję sekretariat metalowców Solidarność Polska. Związek powinien dążyć do ograniczenia wykorzystywania pracy tymczasowej, powinien dążyć do tworzenia nowego prawa ograniczającego tą pracę, powinien promować stałe zatrudnienie i uważam, że powinien dążyć do tego, aby praca tymczasowa nie była wykorzystana do tworzenia normalnych planów produkcyjnych.
Hi, my name is Ken Newman. I'm with the Steelworkers Union from Canada, and we represent 250,000 workers in Canada in various industries. And one of the questions that needs to be posed is that what do we do with the jobs once the economy turns around? I think the first thing that needs to happen is to make sure that we don't follow the discredited casino-style system that's been in place in the past. But when these jobs are being recreated, there's an opportunity for us and the social safety net is to create the jobs of the future. And the jobs of the future is, if you look at climate change, is there's an opportunity to create good green jobs. And when we talk about good green jobs, which is good for the environment, but also good jobs which are full-time jobs to sustain a family into the future. And I think that that's where the labor movement has a significant role to play. And make sure that the jobs that are created are full-time jobs and not precarious jobs, which no doubt that employers in many cases will try to take advantage of the economy that's been in a downturn situation. But as the labor movement worldwide is that the most effective way is by having the solidarity of the workers around the world unite over an issue of precarious work. It's for that reason my union, the Steelworkers, that we have joined with several other unions on strategic alliances, recognizing that transnational corporations, that the only way you effectively deal with it, the more bargaining power that you have. And it's for that reason that we have to have the ability to also negotiate security for those workers and the families, and making sure that those jobs are full-time jobs, and making sure that you negotiate in your collective agreements that the employer does not have the ability to contract out. So this is our opportunity on a global sense, is to make sure that we look at the new economy, we look at climate change, we look at jobs that we have an important role to play in, to make sure that these are good green jobs which helps us for the future, and it also helps us sustain the families. And I think that that's the crucial part, and it's the vehicle of the IMF and all its affiliates around the world that have an opportunity to make these significant changes in our great countries.
En France, nous avons un peu deux objectifs prioritaires pour la réduction du travail précaire. Le premier objectif, c'est de tenter de négocier dans les accords collectifs, à la fois au niveau du secteur, de la métallurgie au niveau national, mais aussi dans les entreprises, la limitation du recours aux contrats précaires. Et nous avons notamment obtenu que dans la convention collective, on inscrive le contrat à durée indéterminée comme la forme normale de travail. Mais nous savons que dans un certain nombre de secteurs de la métallurgie, c'est par exemple le cas dans l'automobile ou chez les équipementiers automobiles, on arrive à des taux de recours aux contrats précaires très élevés, dans certains cas de 17 à 20%. Et donc notre objectif, c'est par la négociation, soit dans l'entreprise, soit dans la branche, de limiter ce taux de recours aux emplois précaires. Dans les entreprises, un autre combat, c'est de faire que l'utilisation des contrats précaires ne soit pas détournée de leur objet et que chaque fois que c'est possible, on fasse la démonstration qu'on peut transformer les contrats précaires, les contrats temporaires à durée déterminée en contrats à durée indéterminée. La deuxième priorité, c'est les droits des salariés qui sont dans la précarité. Donc nos propositions visent à attacher des droits à la personne plutôt qu'au contrat. C'est notamment vrai pour l'accès à la formation professionnelle. On sait que les salariés en contrat temporaire n'ont pas accès à la formation professionnelle. Donc c'est rendre effectif ce droit d'accès à la formation professionnelle. C'est rendre aussi effectif un droit à la protection sociale complémentaire auquel bien souvent les salariés en contrat temporaire n'ont pas accès. Donc deux objectifs principaux pour nous, limiter le recours aux contrats précaires, faire que le contrat à durée indéterminée soit la forme normale de contrat et faire progresser effectivement les droits des salariés en contrat temporaire, qu'ils aient les mêmes droits que les autres salariés.